Hey guys, TGKS Productions. So in this video, I wanted to go over the recent Rockstar news article that was put out about a day or two ago. Wanted to get this out a little bit earlier just to have a chance to record it. But essentially this article is just sort of a big thank you to the fans of the GTA Online and Red Dead Online communities for just sort of the support that the fans have given, to these games over the past, years. For Red Dead, really the past year and a half, and for GTA Online, going on 7 years now, which is pretty impressive. Sort of touch actually a little bit on that in this article, but this article goes a little bit beyond just sort of thanking the fans. It also sort of actually talks about future plans for Red Dead Online and GTA Online. It actually gives a little bit of information for the next update for GTA Online, according to this article. So I'm going to get right into it here. I want to try to keep this video as short as possible, but essentially here it just says GTA and Red Dead Online have a record-breaking holiday season. Celebrate with massive rewards and bonuses for all players. So just talking about bonuses in both GTA Online and Red Dead Online. Got a cool I guess screenshot here, or a number of screenshots with a bunch of, I'd say, content or screens from the updates over the past, I'd say, at least a year. So right off the bat, it's thank you. We'd like to thank our entire community and all of the incredible players we have in both games for another record-breaking holiday season for both Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Online. Everyone from the heist crews, stunters, and racers in GTA Online to the moonshiners, bounty hunters, traders, and collectors of Red Dead Online, along with all the players happy to wander, explore, and create their own adventures in both worlds. We'd like to thank you for helping to build some of the best gaming communities around. So it's kind of cool. I talk about how these games are very freedom based, and there's sort of reinstates that right there with talking about sort of all the different communities or different types of players in GTA Online, like the heist crews, the racers, and they're just sort of Rockstar's trying to just thank everybody for all the entire community, the variety of it, just thanking them for the support over the years. It says, thanks to you all, Grand Theft Auto Online is entering its 7th year more popular than ever. After breaking records for daily, weekly, and monthly average players in July and August consecutively following the release of the Diamond Casino and Resort, the December launch of the Diamond Casino Heist broke even those records, bringing players back in bigger numbers than ever before over the holiday period. The back-to-back release of these two colossal updates, the biggest GTA Online has ever seen, also made December 2019 our largest month ever in terms of player numbers. So that's crazy. I remember, I believe even the Doomsday Heist at the time, when that came out in 2017, if I'm not mistaken, I think that even broke records. Don't quote me on that, but as far as with the Diamond Casino Resort update, I remember that being reported, back in July and August of breaking records. And it's just crazy how the Diamond Casino Heist, broke even those records. To be honest, I guess I shouldn't be really that surprised, considering I talked about in a video in the past of a number of updates I believe that really brought success to GTA Online, and I talked about how the heist update, the original heist update, was part of that. And I mean, think about it, they combined it to, they combined it sort of the casino with a heist update. So I mean, I guess that would make sense, but it's just crazy to see how in its going on 7 years, it's still breaking records. So it just goes to show anybody who's trying to say, oh, GTA Online is going to end, which that's a topic for another video I want to talk about at some point, but it's pretty much still firing on all cylinders. I mean, this is just crazy. 7 years in, and we're still breaking records here. But it says, we also want to extend a massive thank you to all the YouTubers out there who played, created, and commented on GTA 5 content throughout the year. 2019 was GTA 5's biggest year ever for views on YouTube, with December 30th to January 5th being our biggest 7-day period ever. While GTA 5 videos also hit a new record for engagement via likes and comments in the week ending January 12th, 2020, kicking off the new year in a huge way. It's great to see so many talented creators who inspire and entertain, helping to share the fun and possibilities of these games with the entire world. So I think that's cool how even content creators are still, getting breaking records with views, I guess, 7 years in. I mean, that's one thing I always think about, some of the videos that I do, I always wonder, maybe is it worth it, GTA Online. I mean, of course, I never try to say that it's ending or that it's not successful, but you think about a game that's been out for 6, 7 years, and whether or not it's worth to sometimes put videos out, because maybe the views and just the the overall engagement might not be there, but it just goes to prove, these statistics right here just prove that totally wrong. That, 7 years in, or almost 7 years in, we're still, YouTube views and just, I guess, media views are still getting, or still breaking records for this game, which is just insane. But it says, meanwhile, the untamed open spaces of Red Dead Online moved out of the beta in 2019 and began to forge its own path to becoming a dynamic online world as we optimize animation speeds and controls for better PvP combat, added anti-griefing measures, infused additional life into the world with new free roam activities, and introduced the Outlaw Pass for a whole new system of rewards and improved progress. As the year went on, players had even more reasons to immerse themselves in the world and their characters with the introduction of the first four of many frontier pursuits: the bounty hunter, trader, collector, and moonshiner, allowing players to progress through multiple roles simultaneously while earning new role-specific skills, clothing, weapons, and other items along the way. These changes and additions help push Red Dead Online to a new peak in player numbers in December following the release of the Moonshiners update, topping those numbers again in January. While two distinct worlds now alive and thriving, we are very fortunate to have such a dedicated fan base that travels with us on this journey as both continue to expand and evolve with new types of gameplay, new stories, and much more to experience over the coming year. So a lot to really take in with what I just read there. Again, with sort of Red Dead Online there, the progression for that game over the past year and a half has been insane. I definitely think it has a lot of potential. Do I think it might, will reach maybe the success of GTA Online? I don't know if it'll quite, reach that, that height in a sense, but I do think it has a lot of potential. I mean, just like when I look at my friends list, seeing, if we go back a year ago, seeing the amount of people playing Red Dead Online, and then just looking now, I mean, just from my own personal experience, more people on average that I engage with are playing Red Dead Online. I definitely think it's growing, which I think, or thriving, as they stated at the end there. So I definitely think that it has a ton of potential. They did add a lot of improvements in updates over the past year to sort of try to balance and progress Red Dead Online. I will say though, because even recently I've been kind of communicating with a few people on YouTube through comments about sort of the support. I do believe that Rockstar, they create awesome record-breaking games, but their support definitely needs to be worked on. If there's anything out of there that I would like, I wouldn't say necessarily disagree with, but something that needs to be improved is definitely the support. I mean, for as big of a company that they are, and for a multi-billion-dollar company, the support should be a little bit better. So that would be the one thing that I would sort of, at least, I don't know, like I said, I don't want to disagree with what they said there, because they did add a lot in the past year, but they definitely need to improve on their support, overall. And it also just says that, at the end there, it's, both worlds are just saying that both are thriving, both are successful, both GTA Online and Red Dead Online is successful to this date. And they also are stating, pretty much at the end there, they're talking about how both are going to, receive more updates, in hindsight over the course of this next year, which again just is is awesome that they're confirming new content for both these games, especially GTA, like I said, going into its 7th year, which is just awesome. So this sort of this is more of like I would say part of the thank you here. It says new rewards and bonuses. This is for both Red Dead Online and GTA Online players. So to celebrate these milestones, we will be offering huge bonuses in both games. GTA Online will feature bonus cash of up to GTA 2 million in its biggest cash giveaway yet. Starting on January 30th, you can earn GTA 1 million just by playing before February 5th, and will be able to earn another GTA 1 million by playing between February 6th and February 12th. Red Dead Online players will receive a series of gifts, including, I guess I should say there, before I get into the Red Dead Online, that's definitely, I mean, you just have to log in. They did say that's their biggest cash giveaway yet. A lot of times only do like 100,000 or maybe $250,000 or $500,000. 2 million can be pretty significant. I mean, especially if you're a beginner, you can easily invest that into a business and sort of have a nice startup into GTA Online. So definitely, that's actually, that's a pretty, let's say, beneficial giveaway for beginners. And even if you're more established in GTA Online, you have everything you need, that could be, part of the money towards a vehicle that you want to buy, or maybe all the money for a vehicle you want to buy. So that's awesome right there. It says Red Dead Online players will receive a series of gifts, including the free access to select roles, special item giveaways, and more, including the Gunslinger's Cache, Play between January 28th and February 3rd to get a free Schofield revolver, a free varmint rifle, and the devastating ammo bundle, which includes 100 split-point revolver ammo, 100 high-velocity pistol ammo, 100 express repeater ammo, 100 slug shotgun ammo, and 20 explosive rifle ammo. And so that's pretty nice. Definitely the Schofield revolver. I haven't done too many really reviews on the weapons, but from what I heard, it's pretty fair gun or revolver. And then the varmint rifles also can be a necessary weapon because there's a number of animals in the game to get like better or perfect pelts. The varmint rifle is used for those, so that could be beneficial. And then it says here the Bounty Hunters kit. Play between February 4th and February 10th to get a free Bounty Hunter license, 25 bullets and 25 tracking arrows. So the 25 bullets and 25 tracking arrows are utilized within the Bounty Hunter role. To be honest, the Bounty Hunter role is probably the least lucrative role, or requires the most grinding out of all 4 roles that we have to get a return. But at the same time, you're saving. I mean, to get involved with the Bounty Hunter role costs 15 gold bars, and you still should get involved. You still make a decent amount of money from it. Still should be utilized with the other roles. So definitely worth taking advantage of this. I mean, anything free from Rockstar is worth it. So it says, coming soon. So sort of talking about some of the new, like, I guess, plans for Red Dead Online and GTA Online. And talk about the potential new updates for this year. So it says, there is still much more to come in 2020. Next up for GTA Online is the addition of an open-wheel racing series featuring all new vehicle types with tense, high-speed, track-based racing, where tight cornering, tactical tire choices, and perfectly timed pit stops make every second count. Plus, expect more big updates and few surprises as we move forward into the year. So right there, that's pretty cool. They talk about sort of a new, I guess, racing type of update or racing series. I'm assuming, if I had to speculate when that's going to come out, it's probably going to come out in March, based off of past updates we've had that are similar. If we go back to 2017, we received the Cunning Stunts Special Vehicle Circuit update in March, and then if we go to March 2018, we received the San Andreas Super Sports update, which brought sort of that hot ring circuit racing. So, and those were both in March. So I don't believe this is going to be like the big update for the summer. I believe this is going to be sort of a filler update in between where we're at now with sort of the drip feed of the Dime Casino heist, and then with the probably one of our bigger updates we're going to receive in June or July. I did this sort of makes sense because the drip feed for the Dime Casino heist seems to be cut really short, so it makes sense to sort of have a filler in between. They also talk about some few surprises. That's going to be cool. I don't even know what that is, but definitely the new vehicle types interest me. I don't really know what they're going with there. I'm not really sure, but sort of it seems a little bit like probably some track racing here. I don't know what kind exactly. I get more of the traditional. I mean, we're going to receive a Formula or F1 Formula car soon, so I don't know if maybe that'll be utilized in this. I'm sure that it's going to be like track racing, but on steroids because it's GTA. But I don't really know what to expect exactly. But if I had to put at least a date on it, I'm assuming March would probably be the date this is going to come out. It says, as we have hinted in the past, the world of Red Dead Online will also continue to grow in 2020 as we expand the concept of frontier pursuits with additional roles, new missions, and many more significant updates to come. Whether you have been away for a while or have never had a chance to play before, there has never been a better time to immerse yourself in these two vast and unique living online worlds. Once again, a gigantic and heartfelt thank you to everyone who has joined us in the ongoing journey. Stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for the latest on future updates and much more. So just sort of with the end there, it also talks about new Red Dead Online content with sort of progressing the roles and adding more roles in online. They've talked about that in the past. And then new story missions as well. I'm assuming there's going to be ones that probably are related to the roles and maybe even some that aren't related to the roles. So I'm definitely excited for that. And then at the end, that last paragraph, actually, I really want to touch on real quick because I think that's also important. They talk about how it's never been, a better time to join these two worlds. I think some people, they think that, even some people I talk to, they think, oh, maybe it's too late for me for online. It's been out, especially with GTA Online, it's been out for a while. Even Red Dead Online has progressed a lot over the past year with the roles. It's definitely getting a little bit harder to immerse yourself and know exactly what you're doing with all the roles. Starting with September 10th, which brought the Trader, Bounty Hunter role, Collector role. But I think this sort of reinstates the fact that, you can still join online and still, you still gonna have a chance to play and have a fun time. There's plenty of YouTube videos that can guide you. Like myself, there's plenty of players that have had the experience over. I've started GT Online pretty much almost day one, and there's a lot of people that can guide you in the right direction. If you have the proper guidance in either of these games, you'll be fine no matter when you join. And with regard to like with the PS5, some people are like, oh, the PS5's going to come out. What's going to happen GT Online? You have to understand that I believe, if I'm not mistaken, you might even be able to play PS4 games on the PS5. I'm not going to confirm that because I haven't done too much research on that. I have to do more research on that. But just because the PS5 comes out doesn't mean that GT Online is all of a sudden going to lose its player base. My opinion is when GTA 6 comes out, that's likely when GTA 5 Online will probably start to subside. Or if Rockstar stops making money off the shark cards, then they'll probably stop supporting it. But it just goes to show that GT Online is, more successful than ever. Red Dead Online is growing, improving, becoming, very successful, thriving, and it's still, a great time to, even if you haven't started yet, you can still get right into, either of these worlds and start your journey. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hope you found it somewhat beneficial and interesting. And as always, have a great day.